frostbite. Snow? Ice level? Alright. Let's just test this out. There is... Oh, this is so slippery. Is this more slippery... Is this more slippery than regular ice physics? Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is gonna suck. Hopefully I don't spend much time on the ground. Another original. Oh, it's red and green again. Damn, this guy is pumping out the tunes. Alright, okay. That makes sense. What do we got? That's just a regular old shell boy. Alright. Oh. Alright, that is so slippery. I don't know if it's just been ages since I played an ice level. But this feels way slippery. I don't know if this is custom, like they've made it extra slippery for some reason. I gotta figure out how to get that consistently. I'm just gonna hold the jump button, so I've always got the same kind of timing. Alright. Yeah, okay. It could be custom. Okay, and there was a spiny here. Alright, slightly later. This isn't too bad. This is a good start. I'm going to assume the pipe that I see is not one of those checkpoint style pipes. Not the biggest fan of ice levels, but the fact that it's a Kaiser ROM hack means I'm probably not going to spend heaps of time on the ground, in theory. Yeah. You know, I'd heard people say that Juz was very inspired by the other ROM hacks, Storks, Apes, and Crocodiles, and I'd never really had too much of a look at it. But there's a guy in Australia that lives over in Perth, sort of the other side of the country, to me, and to everyone else that's a civilized human being. Is currently just speed running it, just trying to get his time down. And I watched a little bit of it, and I can understand, yeah, that a lot of the gameplay mechanics, there's a few levels where I can see some inspiration from that particular ROM hack, and that's not a bad thing. You know, if you're going to take inspiration, you do it from something really good. And it looks like a really good hack, but way too hard for me. How long have I been streaming for today? Because today it's about 17 minutes. In general, I couldn't honestly tell you. It was possibly late September, but it was only on the 7th of October when I just happened to be randomly streaming one night. That was the first night I decided to plug this camera in so that people could see that I was a real person. And I got hit with a raid from Captain Wetbeard. He's one of my auto hosts. And from that point, I've tried to stream every day because it really made me realize that maybe this could be a fun thing to do. You know, it's so different streaming to 0 people versus streaming to 1 person or 2 people, as I've done for you know, a number of weeks. I've been constantly fed a viewership from Blue Ribbon High Life, who has been a huge supporter in many ways of the channel. Oh, that fish, man. Yeah, without him, it would be significantly longer. I'm not a networking kind of guy. I'm not a social media kind of guy. I might have to become one if I want this to be any bigger than what it is. It's not something I'm looking forward to. So just having him on my side, being a bit of a cheerleader for me, that has been probably the biggest push, more than anything I've done personally. I figured, you know, I have a lot Not a lot. I've got a decent amount of subs on YouTube from back in the day when I used to do different stuff. But I don't think YouTube is doing anything for me as far as growing this audience. You know, I've been putting in the time, you know, as much time as I do stream, into just cutting videos for YouTube, just as a sort of summary of what we got through in the evening. So we got in that pipe. Sorry, I was just talking about random stuff. We got in the pipe once, and I think I just needed to delay on the platforms a bit longer. But everything here seems okay. There's this weird spiny jump. Oh, that... Okay. See, I remembered the fish really late, and I was like, I gotta slow down to avoid it, and that actually ended up pushing me into it. Thank you, ice physics. This level's alright. I think, well, I say that now, but I haven't seen how bad it gets. Okay. Oh. Alright, so what I think I'm going to be doing, once I get in there, I'm going to be holding right, and then just doing the biggest jumps I can to delay as long as I can. Wait for that vine to grow. That looks like the way. Gotta get the timing on this. I've been kind of winging it. I've just gotten lucky a couple of times. I don't actually have a real strat for it. Okay, well, I know what too early is and I know what too late is. We'll just try and figure out if we can get the midpoint of those. I feel like this is one of those levels where it might be hard for someone else, but everything is just lining up so well. Oh. Alright. Got the vine grab. Oh. Nope. You know what? I hear that so much, and I understand. Like, there's a reason that playing SMW Kaizo has a viewership, and I think that might be it, is there are some people that just believe that they can't play it and that they get a lot of enjoyment out of watching it. And you know what, that's absolutely fine. But I want you to know that if you decided you wanted to put your mind to it, you absolutely can. No one starts out with infinite patience and the correct skill set. But like anything in life, you wanna waste it doing this? I reckon you could probably have a good time. I think you might be able to surprise yourself. I think there's the game only gets more and more accessible as time goes on. There's a lot of new people, and those new people are making new ROM hacks, and there's things of all different skill level. You know, it's not a race to like who can make the most difficult thing. You know, I'm sure that there was maybe a point in time where the challenge was, hey, what's the hardest thing we can possibly do, and get people to play it. There's a lot of things at different skill levels with different that sort of target different skills within kind of the Kaizo skill set. So if you were curious, I'm sure there's a lot of resources out there. I don't have any handy myself, and I haven't created any. Something I've been thinking about a little bit is to do something relevant on my YouTube channel. Might work on something, but there's a lot of information to compile. Oh, this jump sucks. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the go, is that, you know, we had the tools to create custom Super Mario World games, and someone decided, how much pain can I make someone endure? And it turns out some people are impervious to that kind of pain. They actually love it. Yeah, I completely understand. You know, if you play a game that's difficult, it can be stressful emotionally. But the thing that keeps me calm is this isn't online, it's not multiplayer. There's, you know, I was doing this for a year and a half just by myself. Just every night I play a couple of hours, and there's, I can turn it off when I want, I can come back to it, I can pause it, take a break. It's not like when you're playing an online game and you're embarrassing yourself in front of other people. And you know, if you can't, you just have to rage through the rest of the game until you can take a break. I think that there's definitely a chill factor to it. Yeah, I think a lot of people, if like, they recommend getting very familiar with the original game. That's not too much of a problem for me because, you know, I'm showing my age, but when I was, how old would it have been? Maybe like 10? I think I was 10 when the Super Nintendo came out, so I think I was old enough to really appreciate it and spend a good amount of time with it. Oh man, yeah, TF2. I understand that. Familiar but not improved. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with the original game. Oh, what is this? Oh. Alright. Well, that's cool, I guess. That's a big H. It was an H. It's just a double L right now. Nice. This level is totally fine, by the way. There's no issue with this level. I mean, Super Mario World, the unfortunate thing about Super Mario World is that the cape is so overpowered. So if you want, you can just fly over like a whole stack of the levels. And I think that's a shame. I really wish, like, I love the cape and I love the levels. They're not compatible if you are good at the cape. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Like, you could play a level and go, oh, I don't like this level, and then just go and pick yourself up. What the heck is this? Excuse me? Is this guy from Yoshi's Island? From Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island? He looks really familiar. It's not a game I've played a lot, but... So, alright, what's his interaction? Oh! That's weird. Let me just play with him a bit. So when I hold jump, I get that kind of... Okay, so you do get a kind of higher bounce, but not by much. I don't know if you can see the difference between the low bounces when I wasn't holding jump versus the slightly higher bounce when I was. I don't... Okay. And so I think that stays above the munches the whole time. Let's test it out. It does not. Yeah, it feels weird. It's like... It feels even smaller than a spin jump, but it's hard to gauge feel. It's so strange. Yeah, I think the high one is like a little spin jump. What? Okay, alright. This is okay. I've had so many bad experiences with some past levels that I'm expecting to just get absolutely blown out by something. Okay, so we chill, we can... What? I was like mashing jump and I'm like stuck in this wall. This is such a weird level, man. These penguins are alright though. I think when I first saw it, I was kind of dreading it because I thought maybe it was going to function like a disco shell, where it pushes you left and right constantly. Imagine if disco shells were this easy. That would be so cool. Final Fantasy V. Now, tell me, is Final Fantasy V a Super Nintendo title? And was it released outside of Japan? Because I know that there's a whole bunch of weirdness when it comes to the numbering and the availability of different games in that franchise. Oh. I like that you call it Crazy Shell. I like that name. I don't think I've ever heard of it referred to as Crazy Shell, but I feel like that may be the most appropriate name of all. Yeah, I don't know what it's called officially. It's just everyone refers to it as a disco shell because it constantly changes color. You know, I've heard it referred to as the multicultural shell because it encompasses, you know, all 4 behaviors of the different types. Well, I guess it doesn't really incorporate the green shell, now I'm thinking about it. Because when you spit it out, it doesn't come out normal. What's the word crazy in Japanese? How's that pronounced? Just so I can sound cool and call it the whatever it is shell. Okay, so I can sound cool and be like, yeah, I call it the actual like Japanese one because I'm excellent and awesome. Can I get over this? Or do I need those blocks? Alright. This little guy. Oh, penguins can't fly? What are they doing? I mean, to my knowledge, penguins cannot fly. I mean, he's hovering, but I'm pretty sure penguins don't hover either. My immersion is ruined. And this hack is janky. Right. Oh, no, don't. No! Why did that not work that time? I had so much room. I guess I've got to work on my scroll game. Yeah, I definitely, I could do that. I actually kind of want to look up the manual for Super Mario World now. Because I have a copy, I've got a PAL copy of Super Mario World, but I don't have the manual, unfortunately. I don't know how you'd one-cycle this. Oh no, whoops, sort of popped out there. Are you talking about input lag just on the console itself? Like on original hardware, the console has a ton of lag? Did you get an ad? I'm so sorry. Actually, what I'm sorry about is that you weren't a recipient of a sub in the substorm that your friend Artillery rained down upon us. Literal seconds into me pressing start streaming. Was just getting up to like quickly, you know, do a bathroom break, get myself settled in. I look over my computer screen and there's got sniped on the sub before I could even get my feet. Blue Ribbon, this is all you. This is the fruits of your labor as much as it is of mine. Oh, thank you for the follow. And we got ourselves a Blue Ribbon sub. By the way, I just want to point out very quickly that if you were to roll back the stream just then, I just completed those jumps while looking over at my computer monitor on the vision that's delayed approximately 80 milliseconds. So, how's that for lag? I run into people that have very useful knowledge to me. You guys somehow find me, and I get to have really good conversations with people that I wouldn't otherwise. Man Shaft Rider, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for following. Okay, I'm gonna get stuck on it, and it will lift me out. Now, be free! I don't know if I'm making any progress on this at all. I'm just too excited to talk about consoles. You've got to understand that in actual life, this is something I don't get to do. So if someone wants to talk about a video game console, like on the computer, I am extremely happy to do that. Because normal people don't care about that sort of stuff. It's something I've devoted far too much time to. I think maybe I can go earlier. I think I don't need to bounce on the top one for quite as long. Okay, now this one. Okay, straight down. Oh, that's awkward. That's awkward. Next thing you know, you'll be able to play NES games using your Game Boy controller, using your Game Boy as a controller. This world has gone mad. Oh. Yeah, there was the GBA player that you would sit the GameCube atop of. Using the serial ports on the rear. Dude, these penguins have been nothing but friendly. Until just then. They're just minding their own beers. And then all of a sudden that guy just... he's kicked me off his iceberg. Alright. Oh. But I do need to have a bit of a stretch. Get up, have a stretch, have a drink. So I'm absolutely all open to suggestions of all kinds. Yeah, no worries. Absolutely. I completely understand. I know that your life does not revolve around sitting in my stream and typing things to me while I try to play Mario. Like I was, hey, yes, indeed, was he, Ace? Welcome to the remodel. Wazzy's here. Yeah, this earlier today when I was trying to work on this stuff, I was also sitting in Slopcore's stream. He's the guy that made Dancer to a Discordant System, that awesome ROM hack that I love. And I was trying to get stuff done, so it was probably a similar idea, I think. Yeah. Alrighty. So last night I was in jQuery's stream. I think I saw you in there towards the end. And I told him I was on this level, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that level wasn't too bad, but the secret exit was really hard." And I was like, "What? There's a secret exit? I didn't even pay attention when I entered the level." Anyway, now we know there is indeed a green switch high above the frozen Koopa. Great. Well, I don't think there are any Koopas in the second section. Just a bunch of penguins and flying winged blocks. So we'll keep an eye out in the first section. We'll get ourselves a save. Also, I just realized this is going to be kind of weird because, I cut together these videos for YouTube. And the first half of this is going to have the old layout, and the second half is going to have the new layout, so... Guys, this Koopa looking frozen. High above the frozen Koopa. Does something come out of this thing, or is... I'll just try and shell jump? We'll try and shell jump. First one of the night. Never going to work out well. That's got to be it. The only other Koopa... I mean, these are all... They're not frozen, though. It's got to be that. It's got to be that one. I just need to figure out what a shell jump is. in the year 2020, heading into 2021. We'll get there. I think this is a welcome change for me. Alright, I'm up. What the heck is... Oh, okay, sorry. Off to the right. Up to the right, there's a... Alright, so we're back on these platforms. Cool. Oh. Okay, hang on. So we're going... Obviously we need to go over, so let's do that. Okay. So yeah, jQuery's assessment is that this is the hard part of the level. The secret exit is the tricky one. Unfortunately, I'm kind of going for 100%, so must do this. Okay, these are the little folly guys. And I think that's the first time I've seen that note block. See the outlined note block? It was in the tutorial at the very start of the game. I don't remember seeing it, but then we've gone through so many levels. jQuery seems like a really cool guy. You know, I'm not the best judge of character, but seems like an awesome player and an awesome person. That great intersection of two things I enjoy. And he was playing a hack last night. It was like Supernova Deluxe or something like that. And it, from what I could see, it looked cool. You know, I was a little bit checked out because it was after my stream. So I was kind of just... I was going to do the raid and ditch, but then I kind of got caught up. You know how it is? Oh man, that's actually kind of tough. It's actually slightly tough. To get that throw, you obviously have to hold right when you release it. But then not overshoot the platform. I don't know if this is just one of those things where I have issues with it. But you've got to clear the platform so that you can throw the block over it and not hit it. But then you've also got to pull back a little bit after the throw. So that's kind of what I'm struggling with on that throw block jump. Oh, just the throw. The throw, but also landing correctly. It seems like a really innocuous kind of move, but I'm not figuring that out. And that jump there off that bottom swinging platform is no joke either. Gotta wait until it's really low down to get enough clearance. And then do the tiniest possible jump. Alright, oh, we got it, alright. Those are great emotes. They're really well done. Yeah. Feel envious. Alright. Oh, man, these windmills. I don't think I can... I'm gonna have to land on it when it's... Like, I can't transfer off one to another, I don't think. It's got to be straight onto the very rightmost one, which is going to be a hectic kind of jump. I'll just wing it. Yeah, we'll just wing it. We'll just wing it. All right. So the way that was, I think I chose to jump when one of the platforms kind of just past the muncher line, the bottom of the muncher line. That was the queue. Oh, no. Did I just troll myself? I really need to stop pausing to try and think through what I've just done. or what I'm about to do, because it seems like it really ruins me. And I've said that. I've said that multiple times before. Yeah, maybe. Oh, did you see that? I destroyed the block. Okay, I had a turn block, and I collided with one of those platforms. The ones that kind of drop and then come back up. I think it was one of those. Oh, I killed the platform and it turned into a glitchy potterbow. Actually, what was I doing? I was kind of on autopilot. I was kind of jumping between them. I think I was just running off like that. Yeah. That's the way. I gotta internalize that. Alright. There it goes. That's the way to do it. I was making that way more complicated than it needed to be. But it wouldn't be my stream if that didn't happen. So if you're ever in a mood to play Invictus for the first time, that's the strat. Anyway, long story short, I do have 2 separate pieces to my Mister setup because I want to plug it into an analog display. And that's why I have the analog I/O board. Maybe one day I'll take a picture and I'll share it with you. Oh! Oh no, fast, fast, fast. Go, go, go. I almost forgot that I had to go fast there. Alright. That's a secret exit. Apparently it's a green switch.